Alright guys, we are coming back right from the summon video. Let's just go right into a Majin Duu showcase. So I got Elite Luck, top grossing hit, and then I needed 3 Majin Duus, and we pulled all 3 in like less than 1,000 stones or something. I feel blessed. Wow, the 11th anniversary of Dreams. Is it okay, guys, if I call it that? The 11th anniversary of Dreams. For me, that's what this is. That is what this is. Okay, let me just quickly, Dokkan Awaken him, and then I'm gonna just, like, link level him for a second while I get some other stuff done, but I obviously want to, like, Dokkan Awaken him. Like, you guys know, like, I always rainbow characters on camera, I Dokkan Awaken characters on camera. I want to get all this done right here. And then, boom. Dokkan Day is still on right now for JP a little bit. So I'm just going to link level him a bit more, and we'll come back, rainbow him. Majin Duu, by the way, this guy looks broken. He might have a place on the Dokkan Diamond. He's so good. Alright, guys. I think for now, I'll go with this. I do got to be careful. Remember, my favorite builds, as I've explained many times, builds designed for winning, are going to be a lot harder to do because the Whis event revamp is absolutely horrible. And you can no longer obtain additional and dodge equips. Those are extinct now. The equips that I use for literally every single character don't exist anymore. So we're going to, moving forward, I'm going to try and grind the Whis event a lot. The Whis event is really bad. The update is really bad. It's designed for brand new players, right? You know, Pikachu and Squirtle level players. But some of us around here who, want good builds, it's gonna be a little harder for us. It's gonna be a little bit harder, okay? We'll see as I grind. So far, up to this point, I've done 70, 80 runs in the Whis event. I've not gotten a single good equip. So I'm gonna try my best, but it's bad, dude. It's bad. It's really bad. So we'll go with this for Duu. Duu, it does have a very interesting kit, just very quickly here. I mean, notice he does not have additionals built in. So I was like, you know what, let's just go with some additionals. The way he's set up, it's going to be very difficult for him to actually, like, die or anything. He's an interesting design. Let's just jump in. Maybe we'll go into one of the new 11th anniversary special battle stages and test out Duu on a mostly Daima team or something like that. He does seem like an interesting design, though, for sure. Wait, and yeah, we got the boy all rainbowed, all ready to go. Let's go. Alright guys, I did want to play the intro for Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's in slot 7, dude. Oh my god. Because he's in slot 7, we might not be able to see the whole point of this character. Every time. Dude, playing this game is so hard, man. Alright, so, again, I wanted to play Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's intro. A lot of the times, it's definitely going to be better for us in these tough fights to be running Daima Goku as the leader, because his Daima character allies' key defense damage reduction is not really restricted the way Vegeta's is. Number one, Vegeta's is really interesting, but, I mean, this doesn't happen until turn 4, and you guys know the hardest fights are typically starting from turn 1. Like, it's, we're in a hard fight starting from turn 1. So this ability is, as great as it is not a factor a lot of the time. And this is a Majin Duu showcase. He is a villain. There's 2 villains right now on Daima. Majin Duu and Goma are the only 2 villains at the moment on here. So I assume Majin Ku, when he shows up, he will also be a villain, I'm certain. So this does not hit Majin Duu. So this does. So this is why we're running double Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because this is hitting Majin Duu, but this wouldn't hit Majin Duu. So, I mean, obviously, right? So, all right, I'll come back on turn 3 once we are ready for Majin Duu to actually show up for us. I did bring Kid Gohan, we got Glorio, we got some characters here who can hopefully kind of like help us out a little bit. So, all right, we'll come back on turn 3. All right, guys, here we go. Majin Duu, we got him. Okay, Majin Duu, he has an interesting design here, right? Let's just quickly talk about this, because what we want to do is actually float him here. And this is why I was a little bummed he started out in slot 7, because like what we're gonna do is we're gonna float him, and then we could see his full power on turn 6. And immediately floating him is what we want to do per his design. If we take a look at this here. So, this is important, right? People go, oh my god, you're yapping. Yeah, just close your mouth and open those. Well, I guess close your fingers. You get it. So, Majin Duu's first turn, he shows up, right? We get an extra 300% attack and Scouter. And we can see, we've got the Scouter up. We see a Super in slot 1, slot 2. That's Majin Duu's Scouter. That's up right there, right? Then right here, this ability triggers 4th turn from character's entry turn. We've seen this many times. That is like the same thing Gogeta had, 4th turn character's entry turn. So what this means is the fastest way to see this ability activated, which would be this for Duu, which look at this, obviously we want this. The fastest way this gets activated is the first time he shows up, you float him. And then once he returns, then he's going to have 100% dodge, and we can put him in slot 1. 100% dodge is always valuable, no matter what, right? Like, it's a great tool. So, right now, Duu, I think, has a nice impact. He'll show up his first turn and give us a Scouter, but we want to float him off. And then when he returns, he's going to have a Scouter again, but he's also going to have 100% dodge. So, it's like he's going to be really, really effective, I think. I like what they did with this guy's design. I do. So, all right, let's go ahead and just float this boy off right here, and let's see how things are going to go. We'll just go with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Kid Gohan right away. Yeah, I mean, certainly, I mean, we're having some issues here. One thing that both of the Daima LRs really would like is orb changing. They synergize so well. Like, I would say if there was one extra thing that the Daima LRs could get, it would be, like, you know, maybe it's never that consistent, which is why I think they could do it. But maybe Goku would create STR orbs and Vegeta would create tech orbs. I think it'd be a smart way to do this. So, all right, so we're going to be pretty shy in terms of our key and stuff. He can still get his EX super attack, though, which is good. And then we got Majin Duu right back here. Links are going to be pretty trash, I think, for Majin Duu most of the time. He has... Now, this is some links I don't have memorized here, but... Well, actually, no, I do. Yeah, because it's Shocking Speed, Majin, Loyalty, The Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Infight, or Fierce Battle. Yeah. Okay, I guess it's not... Like, I was expecting it to be way worse, but that's not, like, as bad as I was thinking. Although, Loyalty, there's not a character we're going to get. The Tamagamis have it, huh? Okay. As of right now, the Tamagamis are nothing. They're worthless. But that's only because they're SSRs. Once they become TURs, right, which I think they're going to, probably in part 2, or maybe next week or the week after or something, we could see them looking quite good, right, the Tamagamis. But it's mostly just them, probably, right? Unless there was, like, I mean, I don't know if, like, a Kid Buu is going to drop that has Loyalty because he was listening to Bibbidi, but they do have an anime filler scene where he tries to kill Bibbidi, so I don't know. Because remember, eventually it's Fat Buu that kills Bibbidi. But here's his best linking partners, and it's, I mean, you guys see this, right? If we're going to run him, I guess, on a Majin-focused team, like, you know, if we have Fat Buu around, or TEQ Buhan or something like that, we could at least get a couple of links, but link-wise, Duu is mostly not going to be too great here. Alright, so let's go. We don't have to worry about getting him orbs or anything like that, right? We will, well, yeah, we don't have to worry about that until next turn. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and get through this turn. Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku should be pretty good. I might look into updating some character builds depending upon equips we maybe get. We'll see. Alright, let's see. EX? No, okay. Yeah, so not, I mean, the thing is, that's not a crazy turn in terms of damage, but at least he's reasonably strong defensively, I've found. I don't think that he's, like, overly weak defensively, which is very important, right? And obviously, when we're running double of him, you know, the extra damage reduction covering essentially the entire team, except for Kid Gohan, is going to be really good, right? So a lot of different ways we could set it up, too. Mini Vegeta probably is going to be best if we're on a double Super Saiyan 4 Goku team as well. 48 million? It's a little high. 48? What? Huh. I was much higher. Damn, okay. I mean, that's that 300% attack he gets either as the first or second attacker in the turn or his first turn right there. That right there. Oh, and then remember, there is also... Here, we can get rid of this. His super attack effect. So he gets 50% attack and defense, and then he has a 50% chance of another 50% attack and defense. So, all right. We'll come back in 2 turns once Majin Duu shows back up. It's going to be on turn 6, and we'll see him with all of his abilities up. All right, guys, we're coming back in. I'm a little worried. I just want to make sure... Yeah, he's going to live for sure. Okay. I did decide to use the active skills just to ensure we were going to be okay right here. This fight is... I mean, the design for the 2 11th anniversary special battle fights are fine. I feel like they're, like... I mean, they did a good job. The only problem, though, is certainly you could feel... Like, okay, so they reset all the red zone stages, right? You can feel it doing the red zone stages. The 10th anniversary stages, how ass they are. Because the bosses, it's not that they're hard. They just are just damage sponges. These guys do kind of feel like that. These 11th anniversary special battle bosses feel like that to me. Now, I didn't do the fight. This is my first time doing it with the new characters who are kind of like a level above. I think a lot of the other characters in the game in terms of damage. Or at least, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are on that level, but they're way weaker defensively. So it's like, you know, Gogeta and Omega, I would say, are more actually offensive units, right? Whereas these, I think Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Diamond Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, they're more balanced. Kid Gohan, there's no way he's getting killed right here, right? I'll be hot, dude. No, I think he should be fine. He died. We were literally 1 second. He decided to super in slot 3 right there, killing us 1 second before I see Duu. You guys don't know how often, like, it's so frustrating recording these sometimes. Like, we load in and Duu shows up in slot 7, and then we get killed 1 second on turn 5. Okay, well, I guess Kid Gohan, goodbye. Yeah, I'm tired of you dying nonstop. I'll just go the blues then. That's what we'll do. The blues would not have died there, so. All right, see you later, Kid Gohan. Goodbye. Duu? Where's Duu? All right, that's better. So we'll show turn 2, and then we'll come back on turn 5. All right. Glorio. Hello. Yep. Yep. Thanks, Glorio. I think it was that time? That might have been Diamond Mini Goku, actually. Was it? Oh, we got Duu right away this time. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. What, was that Mini Goku, maybe? Because I think, actually, Glorio probably would have taken a lot more damage than that, right? That might have been Mini Super Saiyan 4, actually. Oh, yeah, because you know what, too? Neither of the Super Saiyan 4s had... Oh, this is bad. God damn this game. It's always so frustrating. I guess I could just... I could do every showcase in, like, quest mode and stuff like that, but, like... Okay, so, like, the blues have one weakness. They don't want to be on rotation with a villain unless there's a future ally there. Well... Guess what rotation it gave me? God damn it. Alright, well, the blues are going to have to hold it down for us here. Key is really bad. Duu is the showcase character, so we have to make sure he supers. Yeah, okay, I mean, this is fine. Blue Goku, if he double 12 key supers, might just live anyway. Alright, here's Duu. Remember, we want Duu to show up, and then we float him. And then, so on turn 4, we'll see max power Duu. Wow, this is not going very well. Thanks, Kid Gohan. Bastard. Alright, double digits. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, Alright, so we'll get this rotation by Doo, and we'll just come back on turn 4. Oh, yeah, we are going to weaken Daima Goku as well before Blue Goku gets hit by it. That's good. Remember, Blue Goku right here, his damage reduction is lower, his dodge is lower, I believe. You know, you really, that's, a lot of times I run setups with both Goma and Blue Goku on it, and one thing is we just really don't want to run them together. Okay, he dodged anyway, nice. We just don't want them on the same rotation. 38 million for Doo right here. Remember, there's the 50-50 that we get extra stats additional. We get it, hidden potential system. Normal, damn. Yeah, one thing Doo doesn't have in his kit is additionals. So I felt like, you know, fuck it, we'll just give it to him. By the way, he does have a KO survive mechanic. I think we'll probably maybe go into the Bio Broly fight and test that out. And we can see, like, Bio Broly just one-shot him and then, hey, look, we survived, you know. All right, so we'll come back on turn 4, and we'll be able to see Majin Doo with all of his bells and whistles, right? Glorio, stop doing normals. Okay, phew, nice. All right, so Glorio doesn't die right here, and we get Majin Doo, finally. Oh, Glorio, nice, dude. Good job, good job. Remember, Glorio can easily get to a point where he can start tanking very, very nasty attacks, too, if he does enough super attacks. There might be another super here, but Glorio did do all of his super, so he's got 80% dodge at least. Okay, good. Yeah, beautiful. All right, Doo. So this is going to change the cookies, STR, and TEQ orbs. Clearly to help the LRs, right? Yeah, interesting. Okay. So they do this to help out the other LRs. I like that. I do like that. That's good, right? Just a system designed to help the 2 new LRs with, you know, these kind of like, you know, orb or key issues we can tend to notice, right? So we're here on turn 4. Let's look at everything Majin Doo just unlocked. So we changed all key spheres to cookies, TEQ, and STR key spheres. But notice it doesn't touch a key sphere if there's a Dragon Ball on it. So if we're using Demon King Piccolo, which they would actually both be demonic power. So we'd have to be very careful of that if we would want to use Doo along with the AGL Demon King Piccolo, who's right here, right? We'd have to be careful of that. So he changes that, creates all the orbs, which again is good for the 2 new LRs as well. He gets 12 key, and that's because we're intended to send him down the cookie path, and then he gives himself the key so you can get the cook, because cookies give no key. And so, like, he just makes sure he's gonna super anyway. This is very good, too. Think of, like, the Cell Max fight. Like, Doo could be good for Cell Max, huh? Yeah, I think so. And this would be very good against Cell Max, this 12 key right here. That's nice. Good, good, good. Then he's getting another 25% crit and dodge. Yeah, and then the 800% attack with the sweet treat right there. And then from now on... Oh, no, this activates... Okay, so the first time we get orbs, like key spheres in a turn, he then activates permanent buffs right here. So again, his design is you float him, he shows up, you go in slot 1, and then after that you can kind of do whatever you want with him. And then remember, these only go for 6 turns from character's entry turn. So Doo's weakness would be a fight that would go on for a long time. That is where Doo would be kind of weaker. All right, let's take a look what Doo's stats look like. Okay, we could get better looking stats for Doo if Vegeta would have been doing some EX Supers last turn, but he wasn't on last turn. All right, let me pop this. This will buff Majin Doo. Remember, Majin Doo is a Dragon Ball Seeker character. Well, he's both Demonic Power and Dragon Ball Seeker. So this is buffing Majin Doo right here. This is mini Daima Goku, like, buffing when he attacks, right? So now that's activated for Doo. I'll pop this as well, you know, just to get a little bit more damage going. Alright, so Doo is going to go in slot 1. I kind of don't want mini Goku in front of that super attack, I think. He could dodge it, but... we're going to have Glorio on our next turn. Oof. Yeah, who would go in slot 1 then, right? So let's just hope Mini Goku's able to eat this. So let's get all of our cookies with Majin Doo. This will activate monster attack stats for him. Now his damage is going to be huge. And remember, he has guaranteed 100% chance to dodge. We can get these orbs right here for Goku, right? Thanks to Majin Doo. And then Mini Goku back here can do this. Mini Goku may be okay anyway, though. Well, I guess, no, actually, no, I'm sorry. if Vegeta did any EX Supers, they would still be active, because Vegeta's, like, has the most goddamn fun kit we've ever seen. 91 million. We could definitely do some shenanigans and get that even higher, right? Good damage right there. No additional, unfortunately. Okay, okay. There's the EX by Daima Goku. Nice. That, of course, will give us some nice damage next turn as well. See if we can't just, like, wrap this fight up right here. Yep, great damage. One more. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the Daima team. I think Part 2 is probably not really going to have much Daima going on. But I would love for them to flood more Daima characters. I really would. So, like, I don't know. I think I wouldn't mind if Daima was maybe, you know, like the start of March celebration, or maybe like something in April. Because remember, they could still just do like adult Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a unit. They could do mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a unit. Super Saiyan 3 Majin Duu. Majin Ku doesn't have a character. They could do something with a Rinsu. Ku and Duu can be a tag character. They could be an exchange character. They could be a duo character. Right, there's a lot of stuff they could do still for Daima. I would imagine Daima, you know, eventually we'll see like a tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for sure. That would be like, you know, 13th anniversary or something. But there's a lot of different, like, kind of like random celebration stuff they still could do. All right, so now we get to here. I guess let's just try and get our W here. Yeah, we got a blue Vegeta out. That'll allow these guys to link up pretty well, I think. Actually, wait, no, this is better for him, huh? That's, no, Saiyan Warrior Race gives more than Prepare for Battle. Or, no, this is Royal Lineage, it's the same. Yeah, it's 5%. Okay, whatever. Let's do all three of these, and we'll see if we can win. I don't know, maybe I'll just come back next turn for Duu. So, by the way, we have, at this point, pretty much seen everything we want to see from Majin Duu. Like, it's, you know, I do want to get a couple of more turns with him, though. I don't want to just, like, kind of, like, end. We are 22 minutes into the video somehow. Dude, time flies when I'm recording this game. So we got that. We recovered the HP with Sweet Treats. We saw all of his big abilities up. I really want to get to next turn, and let's see how effective he could be next turn. So next turn, we're still going to have this right here. We're still going to have this right here. And then we have this will be activated right here as well. So he is going to have 75% dodge and 50% damage reduction is what he's got. So, like, I don't know. Like, we could maybe look to aim on giving him maybe more, like, raw stat equips. The new event does have them, but, again, however many runs I'm in, I don't know. I don't think I've used any of the tickets, so the tickets, I guess, will be how I could keep track if I just don't buy any. Although I might clear out the shop just to have them. We'll see. Oh, I kind of don't want to kill here, huh? Yeah, I don't want to kill. I do still need to defend with Vegeta. Blue Goku right here, we could just get, like, nothing right here. That's fine. I'll just keep us here for this turn. I think we should be okay right here. Especially with all the different attacks and actives and shit we did. Lowering his damage. Yeah, dude, Daima Goku is good. It's... Man, I don't know if it's that people just don't really vibe with Daima. Remember, they're, like, okay, so the reveal was weak. Dokkan, the reveal was pretty weak. The reveal stream, the Part 1 details stream, I felt like was pretty weak. So, like, everyone was upset after that. I don't think people were, like, I don't know, being babies or anything like that. Like, the reveal was weak. But, like, remember, there was negativity towards Daima even before the weak reveal, though, right? And people weren't really super vibing with it. So I wonder if it really is just Daima doesn't vibe with people so much. I think that might be it. I mean, to me, I love it because it's, you know, well, new stuff for Dokkan and new characters and all the cool shit. So I love it. I actually would prefer if we do not kill right here, so I don't want Vegeta to go super crazy, I think, with EX Supers. Although, if he gets EX Supers, that is going to buff Duu next turn. Vegeta's awesome, man. This, to me, is one of the most fun characters they've ever dropped. This guy right here. I think I probably like Daima Goku slightly better, and I mean that when I say slightly better. But I think they're kind of like neck and neck. They did a way better job with these two, I think, than they did with UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta for 6th anniversary. The 7th anniversary characters were basically equal. At the time, they were like, I think I like physical. This should be nothing for Vegeta, right? Absolutely nothing. It's Vegeta, like, after attacking in slot 2, he's not taking damage, dude. Like, a boss needs to be a real killer, right? Like, Vegeta is going to be able to eat that shit, no problem. Especially if he's getting EX super attacks, they're not going to do a fucking thing to him. All right, this is perfect. So, I'm probably going to just try DU in slot 1 again. Remember, DU is going to have our Scouter, too. Because that's just... Yeah, so, yeah, okay. All right, let's see this. And then let me talk about kind of like the thing with DU. Okay. Bam, bam. Okay. So, DU's ability. Let's talk about this right here. So his first turn, he always has this. Then after that, if he starts the turn out first or second attacker at the turn, I didn't do a good job of explaining this. This is my fault. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Yeah, it's just like this character right here. So for them, they would create rainbow orbs if they're the first or third attacker in the turn. So if you would end the turn with them in slot 1, the next time the turn starts, they'd be in slot 2 and would not get this, right? So if you end the turn with this character in slot 2 or slot 3, then when they next show back up, they'll start the turn as first or third attacker on the turn, and they'll rainbow orb change. So for Majin DU right here, his first turn, he's good. After that, as long as we have him in slot 1 or slot 3, when he shows back up, this ability will be activated. So, like, right here, it's activated. Last turn, we had him in slot 1. So, the next time he's on rotation, he's going to be in slot 2, which triggers this. If we would end this turn right here with DU in slot 2, and let's pretend we'd reached, right now it's turn 6, let's pretend we'd reached turn 8, DU would be in slot 3, and this ability would not trigger. Right? So definitely keep that in mind. And we haven't seen this yet, but he does have the survive KO attack. So funny enough, yeah. Well, okay. I don't want to say we can't die here. I think if DU, well, okay. I could use Glorio's active to win us the fight. Funny enough, I hate Glorio, but Glorio can win us the fight. I mean, I'm not going to do it because we're here to see DU rather than win, but I could use Glorio's active, which would attack break that first attack. And then there's no super attack in slot 1. If DU gets hit by this, pretty sure it will one-shot kill him, but it won't actually because he's got the survive KO mechanic, which isn't, it doesn't show up, but it's after, oh wait. No, this triggers as he's does he have to get hit once, then he could survive KO attacks? No, I think even if the first one... well, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out if he doesn't dodge right here. Because, you know, he survives a KO attack. Remember, that would leave us with 1 HP, though. That's why, like, giving DU a lot of dodge here to maximize his dodge could be a good idea if we're going to utilize his survive KO mechanic. So, all right, let's see here. Again, I could win if I use Glorious Active, but we want to see DU. We all understand? Okay, we dodged it, damn. I did want that to hit right there. 51 million right here. DU is very good, though. He's a very good character. Very good character. And he does have an attack break. We get an additional super. Nice. That's our hidden potential system additional. Awesome. We've procced it a couple of times. So far, the build we have on DU, I like it. Because we've procced no EX. That's a choke. This is a choke by Goku right here. He choked. He choked. Did he crit? He choked. That was bad. Because it's like we start fucking around right here, we'll lose. We need that EX super right now. Yeah, so that's I've seen a lot of people are not fans of Goku's EX super mechanic and how it's set up. He killed anyway, okay. Compared to Vegeta's is very fun. It's true. Like Vegeta's is a lot more fun than Goku's. That's for damn sure. Okay, so cool. So we cooked up. Yeah, DU is a good character, man. I would kind of like to see the survive KO attack in action. We would need to... Oh, okay. Yeah, in order to do... John's gonna play. I know where we could go to show that. Supreme Magnificent Battle. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. Alright, I'm gonna come back. I would like to, because Gohan, we can't dodge him. That's what we need to do. fight a boss we can't dodge. So, alright guys, I'm going to come back. Oh, let's get Glorio. Hell no. Glorio in here against Trunks and Goten's AoEs? No way. But I'm going to come back. We'll get a little bit more footage of Doo. And then I'll try and see him get hit by Gohan, and we can see the survive KO mechanic here. Oh, alright guys, we got him turn 1. Oh, that's good in here too. Because remember, Trunks and Goten, their super attack is their last attack of the turn, by the way. We'll just auto. Tech Orb should be enough. No, it's not. Yeah, Vegeta definitely has a better key mechanic, by the way. He gets less key from Tech Orbs compared to what Goku gets from SCR Orbs. But it's better because he gets a lot more key from none of the orbs they need, right? Which is better. It's better. It's better. Okay, so I'm going to try and put Doo in front of this Gohan. I'm going to probably try and hold back in here. Well, let me kill Trunks and Goten first, then start holding back. That's what I'll do. So we'll get rid of Trunks and Goten, and then we can kind of start seeing, you know, try and do this. I would like to show the survive KO mechanic, but I mean, we saw it proc earlier, and if he gets hit, we see it proc. I don't think Doo is in any danger against Trunks and Goten, by the way. I don't think so. Doo, I think, is going to be reasonably defensive, and plus, remember, he does have true type advantage against Trunks and Goten. Remember, we only have had one Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku show up, though, so only one of their intros is currently active. Is the second one on turn 2? He is. Nice. That's good. So the character in slot 7 is Vegeta. Okay. Alright, so here's Doo, 43 million. He's a great character, man. We could see this guy on the Dokkan Diamond, potentially. I waited way too long. Get hit. Yeah, good. Alright, let's see. Nice. Nice, dude. Yeah, and that showed me right there. It immediately procced right there like that. I think if that, let's say that would have killed him, the survive KO mechanic would have triggered right there. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Doo is good. We could see him show up again on the Dokkan Diamond. I waited way too long between updates. That was probably a silly Billy move by me. It's because I didn't want to spam the Dokkan Diamond, but I might spam it a little bit during anniversary. But everyone knows. Oh, of course, anniversary of Dokkan Diamond. Yeah, it makes sense, right? So, all right, I will return, chat, later on. Chat, I didn't show it. Daima Goku just got hit by Trunks and Goten in slot 1 before attacking. I can't, this is why I've made this, I'm just going to make this quick point here. Be careful when you guys see calcs all over the timeline. I mean, if you're someone that uses Dokkan Twitter, and you see calcs immediately within 2 seconds, and people are like, oh, like this. Dude, most of these people, they don't fucking know how to calc. I don't pretend to be able to know how to. They put up these calcs to downplay the shit out of all these characters, and then we get in game, and it's nothing like what these kids are saying. Be careful of that, right? Remember, I've explained this before. Calcs are a neutral tool or neutral weapon, and it's good or evil depending upon who is putting them forth and for what agenda, what purpose they're looking to hit with it, right? So be careful, because a lot of times, I mean, these kids are talking about what the characters do in game. Oh, my calcs, we know what the characters do. My calcs tell us. But then we get in game, and oh, funny enough, they're 1,000 times better than you're saying. Oh, funny how that works, huh? Oh, crazy. I'm gonna just stay put, because Doo's about to show back up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Doo in slot 1. You know, because we can't dodge Gohan Super, and let's just see how we do. But Doo is very good. He's a fun banner unit too, a little unique. I do like them incorporating the candy, the sweet treats there as well. That's pretty good. Very fun. Very fun. I really like Doo a lot. Great banner unit. No disrespect to, Mini Supreme Kai, but he wasn't gonna come out with the aura that Doo has. He wasn't. I'm just, no hate to Mini Supreme Kai, but you do not have this guy's aura. You don't. He doesn't. How are we linking with Goma, by the way? King Gomer. How we doing there? More than meets the eye in Fierce Battle. That's what it is. And this is Shocking Speed in Fierce Battle. We'll put King Gomer with him. All right, let's see how we're going to do right here. Set this. I guess we'll save the SCR orbs, obviously, for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Oh, this is nice. We could save some for next turn, too. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this. I'm not really trying to win or anything as much as I'm just getting footage of you guys know how we're doing it. We're just getting footage of Do right here. Like, let's see what happens when he can't dodge. There's our survive KO mechanic, okay. How are we eating this Majin Duu? On turn 6, Gohan definitely kills him, by the way. I don't know about this one. Oh, that killed him. Okay. He died. He died to that, actually. Okay. Okay, so that's the survive KO mechanic. But oh my god, look at that damage, though, dude. And they hit him attention system additional super. What a demon. What a demon. And then the attack break to allow us to survive. Okay, technically, if Goma dodges, and then if my Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku who could dodge as well, if we all dodge, we could live the turn. Oh, wait, but I'm stupid. Yeah, he's got dodge. Oh my god, a Goma death, he sucks. No, guys, Goma's terrible. That worked out perfectly, though. There we go. There was Duu's survive KO mechanic. That was it right there. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, guys, Majin Duu, awesome. Awesome, great character. I love him. Very fun. Very fun. Man, not to be the Bandai cum guzzler, the Dokkan dick sucker, but these characters are really fun, man. They are, dude. They are. Alright, guys, so there was Majin Duu. Nice, man. I have a lot of fun with them. Definitely can see myself using this guy quite a bit. Scouter, of course. Like, we've been in metas for a little bit where the Scouter could be pretty effective. I mean, some of those fights, like, you know, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, a lot of the supers are pretty scripted. Like, you know, just looking at the field, you kind of know where the supers are. But Scouters, it's always nice to confirm. And, you know, Duu overall is very good. I do like him quite a bit. So this is Strength Beyond Expectations, Majin Duu. Leader skills, Daima or Majin Power, category key 3 and 130% of stats. It's awesome, by the way, that we have a character here who's on some of these niche teams, right? So this is as more Dragon Ball stuff comes out, right? There's a lot more coming, right? Now, Moro Arc, unfortunately, it's going to be 2 years until we're doing Moro stuff in Dokkan, I'm sure. But remember, without getting into crazy spoilers, Fat Buu does have a large role in the Moro Arc. So, we'll be getting some Fat Buu action then. By then, Fat Buu is already going to be regarded as, like, the best character in Dokkan history. 2 years from now. We'll be talking about him like Orange Piccolo was a great character, but in Fat Buu, he was different. Alright, so passive skill, Duu's Appetite. He gets 2 key and 250% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then he gets 25% crit, dodge, and damage reduction, and he recovers HP with sweet treats, which is, the candies and the cookies and all that stuff. When receiving an attack, he'll survive a KO attack, which we did see up to once per turn. That's where it's an attack that would have killed you, but you'll live with 1 HP instead. And then that's where this next ability comes into play. When attacking with 12 or more ki, he gets 300% attack and defense. And then he gets another 250% attack and an attack break if there's another Daima, Majin Power, or Demonic Power ally in the turn. So, like, these abilities are set to synergize with each other, which we did see, right? Where we attack broke, we would have been killed by Gohan's super, then we did major damage, and we attack broke Gohan's next attack to where Duu survived, and that was the character, it was Goma and Saw 2 who ended up dying, right? So, yeah, that's good synergy right there, good design. Duu's first turn, or when he starts the turn as the first or second attacker at the start of turn, he gets 300% attack and a Scouter. I did explain this, right? But basically, if the turn ends with Duu in either slot 3 or slot 1, then the next turn he would start out in, as first or second attacker in the turn. If you end the turn with Duu in slot 2, then the next turn he will be in slot 3, right? It kind of moves down like that. Iron Cane clued me in that a lot of people, there's not a diss towards Iron Cane. I love throwing shots at my Angel all the time, but it's literally just Iron is a new player, right? And, him not really understanding how it worked, I then opened up a window that I saw a lot of people didn't understand how that worked as well, right? That's not it's just, because it's never really explained. It's something you just have to pick up on, right? There's no explanation of that anywhere in game, right? So, yeah, that's how that works. Very good ability, though, right? To get the extra damage and the Scouter. For 6 turns from Duu's first appearance, he gets 250% defense and another 25% crit, dodge, and damage reduction. Then if there's another 2 Daima, Majin Power, or Demonic Power category allies on the team, starting from the 4th turn from entry turn. So 4th turn of entry turn, if you float him, it'll be his 2nd turn. If you keep him on rotation, it'll be his 3rd turn. So that's why the fastest you can get to this is by immediately floating him. That's how it works, right? And then he will change all key spheres to cookies, TEQ, and STR key spheres, which is huge, by the way, because that is going to set it up to where, you know, he gets his cookies, which will heal and give him the big damage. And then you've got the orbs set up now for Vegeta and Goku. So it's good design. It's good design. The only thing I would add to do is maybe he could just give, like, Daima, like, you know, 2 key, 30% attack and defensive support on rotation. That, I love this character, but that's the only thing I would add, right? I think they could have also done that and it would have been fine. But he creates all the key spheres. He gets 12 key for the turn. This is because you're going to be getting cookies, right, which don't give key. He gets another 25% crit and dodge for the 1 turn. He gets 800% attack this turn if you get the cookies. And then he gets a permanent 250% attack and defense, 25% crit, and 25% dodge when he's the first to obtain key spheres in a turn. So he's designed, he shows up turn 1, you float him. Then on turn 4, he comes back, you put him in slot 1, and he has 100% dodge. That's his design. And he sets up Goku and Vegeta with orbs. So he's beautifully designed. You know, he's not directly supporting, you know, Daima 2 key, 30% attack and defense, but he is kind of supporting Goku and Vegeta by giving them the orbs, which are kind of like the one weakness. That it's much more prevalent in Goku, I've found, than Vegeta, because Vegeta, you know, just quickly, the difference between the two of them, Vegeta has it set up better. So Goku gets the 4 extra key, so 6 key right here, and then 2 key right there. Vegeta's set up better, where Vegeta gets 5 key right here, but 3 key right here. So this is the difference that makes Vegeta a lot better in the key department than Goku does. Vegeta's is set up better than Goku's. They did, again, this is probably one of the better dual Dokkan Fests they've ever done in terms of strength level. I mean, maybe, you know, Age-Old Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Fat Buu is another one, right? Like, Fat Buu has aged much better, but Super Saiyan 3 Goku was neck and neck with him all that first year, right? So yeah, the character's very fun. All right, but yeah, there's Duu's passive. Good stuff right there. 12 key multiplier, 140%. Normal level we expect to see. His super attack is the Breath Shot. He gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. Then he gets a 50% chance of another 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. And he does supreme damage to the enemy as well. Link set is Shocking Speed, Majin, Loyalty, the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Infighter, and Fierce Battle. It's not a great mix of links, but he does have some common links in there, which is good, right? And here, of course, are his best linking partners. Not really a lot of characters we're going to be using with him right now, right? I mean, I guess on Demonic Power, we could have Duu next to Ultimate Gohan and Gamma 1, right? Or, I mean, we could toy around a little bit with, like, some of the Boos, but, yeah, for the most part, links are not going to be a huge factor for this guy, but, I mean, it's his kit is very good, right, regardless. And then finally, Majin Duu does have a couple of categories here we could look at. So he, of course, is on the brand new Daima category. I do need to grind this up, by the way, because remember, there's titles for categories. I still got to, one of the next things we got to do is that Tamagami event, so I can get the Tamagamis. There's a lot to do, Then, he's also on the Majin Power. Yeah, this is Majin Power. This is great. Majin Ku and Majin Duu are going to be brand new characters added to Majin Power, which is another one of these niche categories. So this is awesome. I definitely look forward to Majin Ku coming out. I look forward to the Ku and Duu tag unit. Definitely fun, right? Then Majin Duu is also on Dragon Ball Seekers here. That's good. So again, I will always go back to it. At the start of 2019, as Kid Goku and Arale were coming out, and I was like, man, Dragon Ball Seekers, like, I don't know what they're going to do in the future. And, like, yeah, fast forward to now, right? You know, I'd say it's worked out well with a lot of the Dragon Ball Seeker characters they've created and added and stuff. So there's that. Then Duu is also on the Sibling Bond category team. So this is great. Remember, we've had many Sibling Bond missions. Oh, look at this. Tapian and Minoshi. I don't have their TUR. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm still, after the removal of Reverse, I'm still obtaining a lot of characters, right? There's a lot of SSRs and TURs I'm missing, unfortunately. So yeah, there's Sibling Bond right there. Then, he's also on the Demonic Power category team. This is a great category, right? They've really filled this one in nicely since they've created it, Demonic Power. And then finally, he, of course, is a mission execution category character, which is good. Another set of characters for this category, too. So, pretty good. So, chat, let me know what you guys think of Majin Duu. I think that this boy is really awesome. I love his kit. I think he's probably one of the more fun. So, the Daima team has two characters that are just, like, maximum fun to me. This guy and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So, I think they've done a pretty good job with characters just being fun, right? And guess what? That's the point of the game, having fun.